Welcome in, everybody. You are now tuning in to the official podcast of the Kahawa Pride. I'm your host, Blake Winterberg, here with my co-hosts, Caden Shoemaker and Kelson Radford. Look, guys, if you saw the game, you already know the impossible has happened. Kahawa has won their first football game since January 25th of this year. That is over 60 days since their last full-time win, not including a forfeit win on February 1st. In this podcast today, we're going to dive deeper into that, along with two brand new segments featuring on the episode today. Thank you for tuning in.
Let me just tell you, fellas, what a game and what a win. As Blake mentioned, first win since January 25th. How many days is that? I'm not sure.
That's a lot of days. That's a lot of days.
That's a lot of days. It's a lot of nights. That's a lot of nights in the bed. Not sleeping after a win, man.
No, it's just not the same. Draw, loss, bro. It's not the same. You're not sleeping as good as you do whenever you get a W in the books.
It's not. That's back-to-back games now with a goal.
Yeah.
Definitely improvement. And we'll talk a bit more about that at the end. But yeah, so on Sunday they took on Santos Hotspurs. And I just want to first shout out Robert Gibbs and Grant, Connor, XX Leak, and some of the other Discord guys that have been killing it on the stats end. Just some takeaways. Number one, expected goals at 4.87 for this game. That's the second highest of the season. That's 20 shots, 6 of them on target. Absolutely no idea how only one falls, but here we are, nearly 5 expected goals, fellas. What do we think?
I mean, it's great. It's what you want to see, especially with how, frankly, piss poor this offense has been. It's been bad. And so to see us actually getting shots on the net is great, right?
Yeah.
Now, how we have almost 5 expected goals and only get one through, that's beyond me. But the one was all we needed.
Yeah, 100%. I think we saw some key subs come in. Waniki came off the bench, had a really explosive impact off the bench, and played a big part in the goal. Last week we didn't see, or in comparison to last week, we did not see kind of the playing around in the back line. The passing was so much more efficient this week, I thought. Definitely more direct. Feet to feet. And yeah, I definitely think this week should hopefully be inspiring for the boys.
It definitely should, man. A big part of that, I think, not dilly-dallying so much in the back line anymore is Govid being back. He was back last week. We saw things start to die down a bit. We had a stat here from the boys in the Discord. Govid completed 28 of his 30 attempts of passing. It was the best accuracy for the Pride all year, I think.
Yeah, it's a new record. And also shout out the other man in the back line, Otieno, with possibly it was a win-saving back line clear. The goalie was burnt, for a lack of better term, and Otieno bailed him out, and we played on, eventually led to a goal. So definitely encouraging on that front with the center back pairing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think even one of the man of the matches, at least for me, would have to be either Otieno, Govid, or maybe Kamau. I will say Kamau with 2.02 in the expected goals. He did come down with one, but we'd like to see a few more. I'm no soccer expert, but normally the expected goals is closer to the amount of goals that you score in a game. So
at least you would hope it would be, right? That's how that stat's supposed to work.
100%. We saw pass accuracy, like we mentioned, 72.8% success rate compared to last week with a 65.5%. So improvement on that front. I don't know if we're seeing some of this chemistry be built.
I think that's definitely part of it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, a 7.3% increase compared to last week. So maybe you can attribute it to chemistry. Maybe it's the opponent, how we match up. And and we'll dive deeper into some future opponents later on.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot that goes into that stat, Caden. There's a lot that goes into it, but at the end of the day, what we see is improvement there, right? We see improvement in the expected goals, in the accuracy. It's what you want. It's what everybody's been practically begging for. And it's what we needed to see at this point with the position that Kahawa finds himself in, right?
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, what an interesting goal to win on, especially for the only goal of the game. But what a gritty one. I mean,
In the 90th minute as well.
Was it 90th, 87th,
That is
something
way
like
late.
that.
It was
Way
the
late.
90th.
Yeah, it was very late. We saw Mwaniki pretty much take somebody out. I mean, he kind of lifted his boot up, and yeah, I think he collected a body on the way down.
He did.
Kind
He
of
won that
poofed it
ball.
over, and then Kamau was just able to finish it with his head. And man, let me tell you, the reaction from the fans all over the
just
field.
pure energy. I mean, that place looked like it looked like a bottle ready to explode, man. Like they just everybody's on the field. It was great, man. It's exactly what you want
Yeah.
to see.
Getting some college football vibes
Oh,
with
man, a
maybe
little
a
bit.
little bit of a fan rush, a crowd rush. Yeah, I mean, I think I even saw a couple of like the security guards on the field even
Wow.
running around with them.
Wow.
So yeah. Even the ball boys. I mean, hey, also shout out the ball boys. I know Hayes also shouted out the ball boys in this week's YouTube episode, but shout out, man, for the little ones making sure that the boys are not wasting any time when it's our ball.
Oh yeah,
And
those boys get moving back there, man. They do a great job.
super passionate about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go around the room. I mean, who was everybody's man of the match, personally?
I mean, with the rate that we've seen goals go in, it's got to be Kamau for me. Like, you just need to see one fall. Yeah, he was expected to make two, but it comes so late in the game. It's clutch time. He's got that clutch gene. He had the ice in the veins, and he sealed the deal for us, man. He got it done.
Kelson, who's your man of the match?
All right. I'll give it to Govid. Just for his passing accuracy, and then I give him credit also. Ever since he's returned, we've seen that back line just be more connected, and really, I feel like our keeper hasn't even had to work that hard on most of his saves because our back line is not giving the opponents like opportunities for breakaway goals or like free looks at the goal.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of was thinking Otieno. I might change mine to Govid as well, especially for that hit he he put on one of their guys to force a yellow card from the referee. I mean, talk about a hit that gets your guys going. A spark led to a goal. I mean, genuinely, what a leader. I think he leads by example. I think if he can stay around long term, I mean, I think he's definitely got a future with the club. And we kind of talked with Matthias about this, and it kind of seems like the vibes right now are, Govid wants to say Govid's from Kahawa. Govid's with, some of the guys that he's been around for a while now, and this is his community,
Right.
he wants to really.
It's exactly that, Shu. It's his community. It's the place that he's grown up. Like he's a homegrown kid. He's been here all this time. Like I think he really just wants to see this club have success, and I think he's really in it for the long haul in those terms.
Yeah, I mean, we did hear him say that his dream club was Man City, which kind of ruffled some feathers in the comment section. But in terms of the comment section, I think it was a lot more positive this week.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. It's
Just
definitely
still
taken
some
a turn for the better.
concerns. Still some concerns on the finishing. We saw in the interviews after the game, a couple of guys said unclinical, and Govid even said that the finishing was quote unquote pathetic, which was quite funny. But honestly, not that far off. I mean, I think the fact of the matter is the guys got to put the ball in the net. They got to figure that out. We've seen that kind of exist throughout the season.
Yeah, it's definitely been a bit of a trend, and not one that you want to be following.
Yeah, which tells me I don't know if that's a playing on rock hard dirt problem. I mean, look, the other team's playing on it as well. Or maybe it's a coaching problem, right? Like maybe let's run some more
Could be
finishing
aware. I
drills.
mean, it could also just be as simple as we just aren't capitalizing for whatever reason. Maybe we need to be taking more shots in practice or something. I don't know. Maybe the lack of friendlies due to weather has been affecting it as well, like just not having that like real time on the pitch to actually see goals go through in like a game scenario, whatever it may be, it's got to change because we got some big games coming up this week, 2 of them, and we are going to have to put the ball in the net.
Yeah, and I think just one more thing worth mentioning is this goal actually came in the field of play and not off a free kick, which, yeah, I mean, improvement, right?
Again, first one in a while, right? Like it had been a lot of set piece goals, just not, I mean, what you want, right? But not what you want. Like you need to see some goals go in throughout the field and throughout regular play.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just to get this win, in so many days. I know they had a win February 1st. Technically, it was a forfeit, but to really get a win within the full time period, I mean, great. And kind of to piggyback off of that, we spoke with Matthias briefly, and he said that the dressing room and atmosphere was not necessarily excited or hype or like proud of the win. It was actually that they were relieved, and that there was feelings of relief within the not locker room. I don't think they have locker rooms, but within the atmosphere.
And it's, while I do understand that relief, right? When you've gone this long without a win, you got to let yourself feel a little bit of that joy. Yes, it's a relief.
Yeah.
You didn't take another loss that you didn't need to. You didn't draw a game that you shouldn't have lost or shouldn't have drawn. It is a relief, but like at the same time, like you got to get that positive energy up somehow. And yes, it wasn't pretty, but at the end of the day, there's an extra win in the win column that wouldn't have been there if you didn't get it done, right? So you go in there, you get the job done one way or the other. You were the better team. You come out with a win. Like you gotta hold your heads a little high and keep that momentum going, keep the confidence building. Like you just got to use it. It was ugly. It wasn't pretty, but you just got to keep building off that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and an important win, especially with some of the games coming up, right? There's a few makeup games this week, kind of in quick turnaround from one another. Right now, it's scheduled to be played on Saturday. As of right now, that's still on, but it's expected to potentially be moved to Friday, and that could come at any point. That could come, 3 a.m. the night before. Who knows?
Yeah, and the reason for doing that, right, is Kahawa wants to get as much time in between games as possible because they've also got that game on the 6th, I believe. If not, I thought maybe Sunday or Monday, one of those two.
It's on the Monday.
And yeah, we just want the boys. They want to get the boys as much rest as possible, right? You don't want to play a Saturday, Monday game. It's a one-day turnaround against 2 very good teams this week. It's just not what you want. So if they can get that game moved to Friday, it could be huge for the potential of getting points on the board, right?
Yeah, and 2 pretty tough opponents, pretty respectable sides. Obviously, the win this week, they were 11th, I believe, in the table. This week, taking on Holy Mary FC. They're 5-5-3. They're in 5th place with 20 points, 13-11 on the goal difference. That's positive or +2 difference. In their last 5, they're 2-2-1. So not necessarily the hottest team in the world, but they're on pretty good form.
They're playing pretty well though. And you notice that goal differential. It's not. They haven't scored a lot, like they don't score a ton compared to some of the other clubs in the league, right? They scored a fair amount and they give up about the same. So this is a team that you can put the ball in the net against, but you have to be sound defensively too. And I think that really that what's important here again is kind of like you mentioned, right? This is a 5th place team. This is a team that at this point in the year we need to beat. Because this is your promotion push, right? With that win last week, we said it last week. I think you win that game last week, which we did. You give yourself a chance, right? You get that 6 points. If you get those 6 points negated and you pick up the win there, you've got a chance, but you got to keep winning. And so I think that continues into this week.
I mean, the fact of the matter is that we're looking to get promoted this season. Let's not think that Holy Mary also isn't looking to get promoted this week. They're sitting at 5th place. They're in striking zone of a promotion spot, more so than we are. We're backs are against relegation at this point. So they're coming into this game, you know, they could maybe come in a little sluggish.
They could.
Thinking maybe passing us off. I don't know, how much of a presence Kahawa has within the league. I'm sure they are aware of the publicity surrounding Kahawa, but at the end of the day, we're fighting relegation. They're fighting promotion. So
Yeah, you got to come in and just punch him in the mouth early, man. Like, you got to catch him sleeping. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And one thing, so this game is at Holy Mary, which last year when we saw this game, there were camels on the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't believe this game will be streamed, but maybe something to watch out for there if it does happen to be streamed. You might see some camels out there on the pitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another thing to remember about this game is I believe it is somewhat of a derby between the two teams. So there's might be some more emotions that are shown from kickoff to start the game.
I think in the U.S. we'd say, we beat you guys on your own turf. Maybe we take a camel back with us. Who knows?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Steal the camels, really, man. Take them back with us if we beat you.
Set the tone on Holy Mary. I don't know.
I think they call that walk in your trap, take over your trap shoe.
They do they do say that. What I will say is, Lord only knows whose camels these are. Are they the club's camels, or are they just guys
that beats
driving
me. Maybe
these camels around?
Yeah, maybe they just hang out there, man. I don't know what the wildlife scene is out there, but
if we can find a clip of these camels, we'll be sure to put it on the screen. Yeah, I mean, if they're the club's camels, I mean, to walk out of there with not only a win, but maybe one of their camels, man.
Maybe two.
Then
we can take them for a ride around the pitch if we win.
Yeah, we can take the camel on a ride right to Monday, where we take on the number 1 team in the league, who has not lost yet. 8-5, 8 wins, 5 draws. They currently sit atop of the table, 22-7 on the goal difference. That is plus 15.
Yeah, very, very.
In the last 5, they actually are 2-3 and 0. So they've won 2 and they have 3 draws. So they're actually, I wouldn't say trending down. That's not the right word, but they do have more draws in the last 5 than they do wins.
Yeah, this is true.
The same thing goes for Westlife. They're looking down on us, right? We're looking up on them. Almost every single team we play, we're looking up on, and they're looking down on us. So,
man, this is a very good chance for the boys to go in there and really show everybody what they can do, right? This is the time to let the league know that we're here and that we can really play. We had a few bad weeks in a row strung together. We've got all the guys back right now. Everybody that we need going is going, and this is the time to do it. It's going to be a very difficult game. You said, like you mentioned, 7 goals allowed through 13 matches. They are so sound defensively, and they have offense as well. It's not like it's a one-way street there. They're going to put the ball in the net, so the back line's going to have to really step up, and we are going to have to see some of those expected goals fall. We can't afford to have a 5 expected goal day that we only see 1 go through the net.
Yeah, which begs me to ask a question. Maybe I'll pose it towards Kelson. Is this a prove-it game for Kahawa?
It is indeed a prove-it game. I mean, I don't think hardly anyone in the league probably respects Kahawa as an opponent. I think most of these teams, especially these teams, that are in first place or fifth place on the table, go into these games expecting just to go in there and beat Kahawa 3-0, 4-0. So I think this is a big game. Like Blake said earlier, momentum as athletes or even just sports fans, momentum carries a team a long ways. And this past game definitely could be that momentum swing that Kahawa needs that could carry them into the game on Friday or Saturday, and then this game against Westlife, the first place team.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I mean, we've seen it in the States. You're playing a team that has a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of online notoriety. There's always going to be a chip on the shoulder of their opponent, right? We've seen it in the U.S. with some of these college college teams who maybe have a couple TikTokers on their team. So I can't imagine that these guys are coming in, or Kahawa's opponents are coming in not knowing who Kahawa is, and quite frankly, I mean, if I'm the opponent, I probably have a chip on my shoulder. I'm gonna be on the stream for thousands of people to watch. This is my chance to showcase to the world who I am as an opponent, right? So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think that just puts us in a bad spot.
I think if you're Kahawa, you know that you're getting everybody's best every week, regardless of where you sit at on the table, because of that publicity that comes with it, right? Like, people are going to want to show out. They're going to want to show up. They know how many people are tuning in and watching. Like, there's no way that it goes unnoticed. And so you're going to get everybody's best every week.
Yep, and I believe we mentioned, but I'll mention it again. For the match at Holy Mary, I believe there will be no stream for that. And the reason was due to the crowd being too full. So definitely, stay on the lookout for that. And once we're updated, we will be sure to spread that along. Yeah, and I mean, talking about these upcoming games and the game on Sunday, obviously there's a lot going on right now. And just looking forward maybe into the future. Let's just go around the room and let's get everybody's hot take. I can lead us off.
Yeah,
if we want.
go for it, man. Start us off.
Yeah, I mean, I would say a hot take can't be a hot take without it being warm, right? So
yeah,
let's just say we go into Holy Mary and we beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And we turn around on Monday, maybe ride away with a camel, and then we turn around on Monday and we stun the league. We knock off Westlife. Maybe it's not close. Maybe we punch them in their throat. Maybe it's 3-0, 4-0. High scoring game, lots of emotion, lots of passion on the field. Say we look good, say we win both those games. I believe that promotion could still be in the cards for this season.
That is a hot take. That take is definitely hot, Chewy. It's at least warm. Let me tell you. I think for me personally, this might be a little crazy even, but I think with General Govid out there, there's no reason that we lose a game the rest of the year. Whether it be draw or win, with Govid back there, keeping the boys in check, continuing to build that chemistry, build that momentum, I don't see a reason we lose a game.
Man, I think the hair on my arms just burnt off. We don't lose another game. Okay.
As long as we got Govid back there, man. And Govid we trust.
Total glazy.
I think that we saw the expected goals this week. I think the expected goals are going to stay up there. And I think that we will score 2 or more goals in both games this week, and we will not be shut out the rest of the year.
Wow. At least we have some positive hot takes, am I right?
Yeah. better than a negative hot take.
Let's keep on the monitor for these games, or for these takes. I think they all, I would say Blake surrounds the rest of the season, but for these next 2 games, there's definitely something that can be backed up here.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna know if mine comes true very, very soon. So,
yeah, definitely an upbeat, fast-paced time for Kahawa. A lot of emotions flying right now. A lot of ups and downs. A bit of a roller coaster. Fans have said it. The team has said it. A lot needs to improve, but there is a good floor right now in terms of skill level. So
absolutely, I would have.
Yeah,
to agree.
I mean,
and real quick, I just want to touch on something we talked about last week. We had a little segment that we introduced where we talked about score predictions. Everybody, give yourself a little pat on the back. Everybody predicted a Kahawa win. The boys got it done.
Yeah, that's true.
Shuey, I believe you said 1-0, meaning you were on the money.
Can he go 2 for 2?
Me and Ratty had the Kahawa win. Maybe not the score.
Yeah.
That's all right. So, Shuey, congratulations. I guess we'll give you a tally on the scoreboard for that one.
Oh, yeah.
And with that being said, do we have score predictions for this week?
Yeah. Let's just think out loud here. Holy Mary, 5th place, has given up 11 goals on the season, and they've scored 13. This kind of counteracts my this kind of counteracts my hot take a little bit, but
Boy.
I mean this game to me is screaming 1-1.
Wow. Yeah, that does really counteract your hot take.
It does.
Did you even believe your hot take?
Well, no, my hot take was if they won these two games, not that they would.
Got it. Yeah. Got it.
So there's a distinction there.
Okay, yeah.
So
Kelson,
basically, but you're saying your hot take's going to be wrong.
That is what he's saying.
No. It's a hypothetical hot take.
I don't think that's how it works.
If we want to debate the definition of a hot take off camera, we can do that. Someone hit me with a score prediction.
Yeah, I think this Holy Mary game is a tough game. It's on the road. The Camels probably going to be chirping in the background. It's a tough one, but I think we're going to go in there and get the job done. It's a team that, like I said, kind of iffy on their goal differential, their goals scored to goals allowed. It's a kind of a weird game, I feel like. But I think this is one that we go in there and we get the job done 2-1.
All right. I'm going to say with the emotions of the Derby, and then you add in the momentum or that Kahawa is going to be riding. I think General Govid and the back line lock it down again, and I think we see more than one goal, so it's going to be 2-0 Kahawa.
2-0 Kahawa. So just to recap, I have 1-1. Blake has 2-1, and Kelson has 2-0.
That's correct.
That's correct.
And then let's talk about Westlife. Shuey, what you got for that game? Tough one, man. Tough one.
I mean, am I going for an optimistic prediction or am I going for a realistic one? Right?
I don't know, man.
That's
It's
kind
up
of
to
the
you.
debate
I guess.
here.
Do you want another point on the tallies, or do you want to see the boys succeed?
Yeah. Man, I like that we're at home this week. I think that's important, or at least, sorry, on Monday, not this week. We got 2 games, but I like that we're at home. We're coming off a game. We might be a little fatigued. If we come off a win, and not a 1-1 draw, if we come off a win, we'll be firing on all cylinders.
Again.
Yep, it's true. It's true. But I think we're going to be coming off a draw, 1-1. We are going to see one fall, according to my score prediction. We are going to see one fall, according to everybody's score prediction, actually. Hard to say. I mean, look, this team scored 22 goals and they've only given up 7.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so they're averaging, or they're giving up less than a goal a game, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I can't imagine we score, but if there's a route we win, it's 1-0. We can go ahead and mark that down as my prediction. 1-0 Kahawa.
1-0 Kahawa. Wow. See, I'm kind of with you. I think this is a very tough game, right? It's going to be a tough one to score. I do think that I don't know, man. It's tough. You look at how well this team scores, right? I mean, if you break it down, they're averaging about a goal and a half a game, and they're not allowing hardly any. I think, for me personally, I think the way that I see this game playing out in an ideal world is a 1-1 draw. I think that is an ideal game for us. I think against the first place team, that's okay. And that's how I think that this game has to end if we want to be positive, if we want to get points in the column.
Yeah, I mean, General Govid's back there. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if General Govid's back there, I'm not worried about losing, but we do have to at least get.
I mean, if General Govid's back there laying his heart out, laying his shoulder in other guys on the rock hard ground. I mean, setting the tone, hitting it early.
Tone, baby.
I pray there's no yellow card suspensions in the 5th tier of Kenya, or he'd probably be out. So, Kelson, what do you got on tap over there?
Come on, guys. They're going to be coming off of a win on Friday. So that's back-to-back wins.
Mm-hmm.
They're at home.
Right.
They're at home. First place team coming in. The boys are already going to be hyped up playing the first place team. But then you just got to imagine what the fans are going to be like there. I think the players will feed off the fans.
Maxed out stadium pools.
I'll give you what I think is going to happen. Kawa's going to strike early, kind of shock Westlife. Westlife will bounce back, and then late in the game, Kawa's getting the game winner. 2-1.
Wow. Are we going to see a crowd rush like this week?
Oh, it'll be bigger than this week's.
It'll be bigger. Will be a camel there?
Hopefully they take me
Hopefully
back.
we bring one home with us.
It's going to be a tough opponent, man.
It is. It's going to be a tough game, man. But hopefully an exciting one to watch, right? That one will be streamed. Hopefully, at the very least, you hope for a good game for the fans to watch, for the guys to play, get some nice experience against a very good side.
Yeah. I think this game, what it lies on is two things. Number one is Coach Kim's ability to fire these guys up, right? He's got to fire them up. He's got to get control of the locker room. He's got to make sure the guys not only, respects one thing, but they got to trust in Coach Kim, man. So if he can fire up these guys, get them ready and get them to, really want to win this game. I don't know, sky's the limit. In the U.S. we say, why not us?
Why not
Right?
us,
I think
man? Why not Kahawa?
I think that's the definition of this game. This has the potential to really set a dangerous precedent for Kahawa for the rest of the year.
It really does. I like the way you said that. It does.
Yeah.
We said it earlier. This sets the tone, man. You come into this weekend and you go 2-0. It really does set the tone for the rest of the year. You put yourself in a great position to go get points and to continue to push for promotion. Like I said earlier, you knock those 6 points off, man, you're right there. Like, you're not as far off as it seems like we are right now with a couple things going our way.
I'd love to sit here and glaze Westlife a little more, maybe Kahawa as well. But, we don't want to take up too much of your time today. We want to keep this short and concise. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I mean, thanks for tuning in. Stay on the lookout for next week's episode. We'll recap these same exact games that we talked about. Maybe we'll recap some delusional hot takes. Who knows? I would just like to shout out, we are officially on all platforms at this point. We're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram. All under the same username, Kahawa Pride Pod. So don't forget to check those out. Show them some love. With that being said, I think let's go ahead and end here. Thanks for tuning in.